A follow-up on Afghanistan. Mr. Sarkozy is considering the withdrawal of his troops. Is that the right answer?
With respect to the second question, I am in great sympathy with what happened to the French soldiers. It was terrible, and I can certainly appreciate the strong feelings that are being expressed. We are in close contact with our French colleagues, and we have no reason to believe that France will do anything other than continue to be part of the very carefully considered transition process as we look at our exit as previously agreed upon in Lisbon. I think with respect to the Eurozone debt crisis, look, it's not going to surprise you to hear me say that the United States cares deeply about what happens with this crisis. We have a great stake in the health and vitality of the European economic markets. European growth is essential for our growth. It's essential for global growth. And we know from our own experience that moving from crisis to recovery depends on rebuilding confidence and getting the economy to start moving again, producing jobs, producing growth. And Germany has been at the forefront of shaping the strategies to move Europe forward. And as the minister said, there's a lot of hard work ahead. We're not going to stand over here on the other side of the Atlantic and second guess, the tough questions that you have to answer in Europe. But we think that our European partners, led by Germany, have laid a solid foundation on which to build a recovery. I know President Obama and Chancellor Merkel speak often about this. I know that the minister met with Secretary Geithner earlier today. So we are encouraging German decision-making, German confidence building, German leadership, because it's in the interest not only of Europe, but of the United States as well.
Please allow me some words especially, of course, to the American journalists here, because I think for me it is very crucial and it's very important that you understand our point of view. We think a debt crisis cannot be solved and cannot be answered by making it easier to take up new debts. So we think it's necessary that we have structural reforms. So for us it's always a combination. Solidarity, and Germany showed a lot of solidarity. We put on the table for solidarity in the European Union 200 billion euro. If I would compare this to the economy and to the size of the economy in the United States of America, this would be $1 trillion. So we have to compare the sizes of our economy, and we have to compare, of course, the sizes of our countries. So I think this underlines it and makes it crystal clear that Germany knows their own responsibility, and all these programs are supported by a majority in the German Bundestag over all party lines, round about 70 or 80%. So I think this is a clear signal. But on the other hand, please understand us. If we just put money into the window, if we just put money on the table, and we wouldn't ask for structural reforms, we wouldn't solve the core of the crisis. So structural reforms, which increases the competitiveness in the countries, in the European Union, are essential. And we do not ask for anything more as Germany, as Germans, than what we delivered in the last 10 years by our own structural reforms. And this is the reason, together with the programs in the last 2 years, why Germany is so, with all modesty, successful in the European Union. So it's a combination of both. We think it's a debt crisis. It morphed into a confidence crisis. We have to answer both with solidarity, but also with structural reforms. This is our combination. And about Afghanistan, I just want to express one thing. Of course, we all feel sympathy with the families, with the victims. And we understand these discussions very well. You do, we do. But we should never forget why we are in Afghanistan. And Afghanistan may never become a safe haven for terrorists worldwide again. And this is the reason why we are there. We really are full of sympathy and we want to express our deepest condolences. But we think we have to continue because we protect our own security and our own freedom and way of life.